on there's a scorecard here. So this is going to be round one. We're here at Gator Mike's. We're doing the morning meeting right now. So I am in group number 3. Hey. um, so there's David Cargetta. So we're doing a morning meeting. Just trying to make sure everybody's in attendance. So round one is going to start at 8 p.m. or 8 p.m. 8 a.m. sharp. One of the unique things about this tournament that I wanted everybody to know about right away is that the practice was limited between the hours of 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. And then now we're starting at 8 a.m. So there's some players that are just showing up. And let me tell you, I've only hit a couple balls on some of these holes this morning because I got here a little bit late. But the course is playing a little bit different. It's much faster than it was. So I think some of these players are going to be surprised at the speed and the rollout, the rollouts here. So I'm going to go grab my scorecard real quick.
Guys, there's a few people that we didn't do the pro-am, so if you signed up for the pro-am, we're not.
Make sure you grab 2, Dave.
If you didn't sign up and you didn't pay greens fees or you haven't paid for the banquets, you can just see me throughout the day. We'll get you all.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. You could have come back and got it, but just for rounds 1 and 2, you're going to stay in the same group.
Probably around 12, it's going to be a barbecue and beer and wine kind of thing. I've got live music on relief.
I'm going to go grab my scorecard holder, my pencil. So I'm going to be walking away from the camera setup. Hopefully we're going to be able to stay live here at least through round 1. Hopefully that'll be 45-minute round or so. I tried this last night and it seemed to be okay for 45 to 50 minutes. I'm hoping that we're going to have some success this morning with this. If not, I'm writing a letter to Verizon because this is BS. All right, so I'm going to grab my scorecard holder. That's the last thing that I kind of forgot this morning. I'm going to try to do my best, but I've only played 4 official practice rounds where I only hit 1 ball, and my best score was a 34, and that was pretty much like a miracle round. So, I'm going to try to do my best, but I'm not going to try to beat myself up too much if I don't perform as well as I want to. I've been trying to do everything I can to work on the streams and do more of the promotion and marketing side, and I haven't really focused too much on my own personal results or success. So, like I said, I'm trying to do the best that I can, but I hope you guys cheer me on. So, Chris. Oh, okay, 1 scorecard for the first 2 rounds. Okay, so we're doing one scorecard for the first 2 rounds? Okay. All right, well, I'm going to fold one of these up or made some last-minute adjustments. So in my group, on the screen, you're going to see that my name is listed on the left and John Wilder is listed on the right, but John is actually going to go first on hole 1. Oh, hey, can you tell him? Hold on. Can you tell him? I totally forgot about it. Can you tell him? I totally forgot. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna team up with Brian Johnson today for the team tournament. Just so you guys know. So this is our This is our scorecard. Not sure if it's in focus or not. Hopefully it is. Okay, so this is our huge scorecard. This thing's a good 12 inches. But for us to space our things from the rail to try to make it as consistent as other tournaments, what we're going to do is on this side. This is the scorecard where the names are written. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold that back, and that's going to be our spacing. That scorecard is going to be our spacing from the rail. Okay, so whenever we're up against an obstacle or a rail or whatnot, this is going to be the distance. So let's say this is the rail or the obstacle, then you would space. 1 second. You would space your ball with the tip of the ball touching here. So so the spacing would be like this, just like that. That's what it is. So, but if you're cut behind it, so stuck behind an obstacle, you can't clear yourself to have a line of sight. Here comes Kropanak. John, do you have any idea where Matt Mail is? 1 second. Matt Mail is. Matt Mail apparently has a flat tire and he's like 20 minutes away.
Okay, so he's there with Kropniak.
All right, so John Kropanak just showed up. He's here. All right, so we have a player, Matt Mail, who unfortunately has a flat tire. So we already have some drama here at the 2021 United States Open. Matt Mail has a flat tire. I believe in luck and karma and all that stuff. And unfortunately, that doesn't sound like it's going to be very good if you have a flat tire before the tournament even starts. Okay, so this is the scorecard. And as you can see, I'm playing with Mr. If we can get that focus or not. Not sure if that's going to. Yeah, it's not going to focus. So anyways, I'm playing with John Wilder. And the MooBot here, the chat bot, is going to show you every 5 minutes. It's supposed to, anyways. Every 5 minutes, the URL you can click on to find out the latest scores and updates. But if you don't know it, it is usaminigolfresults.com/US Open /2021/result.htm. So we're going to be starting here in 4 minutes. So the first group is going to be Rainey Statham and Tony Varnador. And then I'm in third group playing with John Wilder. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and set my camera up on hole one. And so that way I'm already ready and prepared. So we have 33 registered players. Unfortunately, only 32 are here because one of them's got a flat tire. But hey, things happen. That's the worst possible thing at the worst possible time. So this is hole number one. So we're going to be starting in 2 minutes. You're going to hear, unfortunately, there's a guy over here blowing off the course. So this will kind of help you a little bit here when there's little sleeves and sticks and whatnot. We have guys that come over here with leaf blowers and they try to blow off all the debris to give everybody a fair chance, and everybody kind of has the same fairness, right? And then another thing too is he wants you to kill it. I guess you're good now. Yeah. Okay, so Rainey Statham and Tony Varnador are first. So he's blowing off hole one there to make sure that everybody has a clean surface there's all kinds of like little wood chips and gravel and dirt and whatnot here. Um, all right, so Rainey is last year's Masters champion, and Tony Vardador is the 2017 Uspmga Masters champion. So Rainey's going to be first. We didn't have a U.S. Open last year because of the pandemic. In 2019, it was won by Czech Republic's Olivia Prokopova. So here's Rainey on hole 1. Sends his ball down the lane. That looks like it's going to miss on the right. Off the back bricks. That's just going to be a tap-in twos. Excellent shot by Deuce for a start there for Rainey Statham. I don't think he's very happy with his putt. He pushed that out to the right. He missed his target by the right by a considerable amount. Here's Tony Varnador, 2017 Masters champion. I believe he's also a putt-putt national champion in the past. And he pushed this out to the right as well. Is it going to kick off the brick? Okay, maybe he was, you know what, they might have actually been playing that shot. I've seen people try to go off the brick and not try to go straight into the hole. So maybe they were playing that shot, but he's just got a little 6-inch tap in for a 2. Stress-free, that's what we want, stress-free. Okay, so Tony taps in for his 2. And they're going to head on over to hole number 2. Yeah.
It's like if Frank Gifford at the football game stopped announcing at halftime, went down and strapped it on.
There you go. I'm just trying to. I'm joined here with David Cargetta of Orion Golf. So yeah, I'm gonna. This is kind of like a first time ever type thing where we have a live player and live commentary, and I'm just trying to help, promote the game and get people into the action and trying to draw people from other communities and get other people interested in it. So we have John Powell and Brian Johnson up on the first tee. I believe John Powell is the first name in this group. So we have Rainey and Tony on hole number 2. So I'm just going to kind of give you a color comp, play-by-play. So Rainey sends his ball down the huge slope, gets a very favorable bounce. Ooh, he's running down the steps after that. He's leaving himself about 3 feet short, just dead center of the hole. So it's hole number 2 is a very difficult hole. If you can get it, we're going to play 7 rounds, so we're going to see this hole 7 times. If you can shoot, be +2 for the entire tournament, that'd be great. So let's see if Rainey lines his putt up. And he pulled it to the left. Wow. I think he thought that ball was going to break to the right, but he pulled it left, didn't even touch the hole. And Rainey makes it 3 on hole number 2. So the players that you're seeing on hole 1, we're actually waiting for the players to get done with hole 2 because this hole it's going to take a while. It's a severely downhill slope, and what ends up happening is players just watch their ball roll down the hole, and they watch the entirety of the rollout. Okay, so Tony sends his ball down the lane. Looks like it's on a pretty good line. See if he gets the right bounce. He does. Second bounce, and that's going to be about 3.5 feet or so away from the hole. So Rainey missed a very makeable putt and just pulled it to the left. I think he thought the ball was going to break to the right, and it did not. And it looks like John Powell's going to be playing. He's starting a little bit earlier than he should, but he sends his ball down the lane. That looks really good. Oh, it just missed on the left edge of the hole. Nice try for John Powell. And as you see, we're still waiting for Tony to hit his par putt, and that's the thing. That's why I suggested that we wait until the players got off of hole number 2. Because it's a long walk down the hill. Some of these guys are a little bit older. You want to take your time getting down the hill, make sure you don't fall down the stairs. And then you got to check your chart to make sure Tony Varnador misses on the low side. He misses the putt to the right. So it looks like Rainey and Tony are going to make bogey on hole number 2. They do. Oh, John Powell misses his deuce putt and hammers it 4 or 5 feet back past the hole. Very unfortunate. Yeah, he can go lateral. He can move that laterally, but no closer to the hole. So that's what he was asking Chris. You just can't move your ball closer to the hole. You can move it laterally as long as you're not blocked line of sight. John Powell for a 3. That's a good 3. Fortunate miss on the 2s. So just give you a little update here. Rainey and Tony are on hole number 3 as we watch Brian Johnson tee up on hole number 1. Rainey on hole number 3 sends his ball down the lane. It's not going to break back to the right, and he misses on the left side. Should be able to tap that in for a deuce. Brian Johnson on hole number 1 sends his ball down the lane. And that's how you want to start the tournament. An excellent shot by Mr. Brian Johnson. That's exactly what you want to do. So I'm actually going to be up next with Mr. John Wilder, and good luck to me. Well, we're waiting for, I'm going to grab my putter and we'll do a little bit more. Do a little bit more commentary on hole number 2. So John's ready and waiting on hole number 1. I'm going to do a little bit of stretching. Get myself kind of loose. Got 5 minutes of time. So Brian Johnson's on hole number 2, coming off of an ace on hole number 1. Sends his ball down the lanes, racing down the slope. Looks like it's on a really good line. If it gets a good kick, and it does. And the second kick, it's a little bit of a bad bounce, and that's going to be about 6. That's going to be between 6 and 7 feet for his deuce. I'm just doing a little stretching, so I apologize. You see John Wilder coming up on the tee now. He's going to go first in my group. And once we finish, I'm actually just going to take the camera right down to the back of the hole on hole 2, and then climb back up the hill. And you're going to watch me climb all the way back up the hill. So play-by-play here on. I think Rainey might have made hole number 4. I only saw him pick his ball up out of the hole. Not sure. Brian Johnson for a deuce on hole 2. So far, the first 2 players are bogeyed. That's a massive pull to the left. It did not tip in. So the players are thinking the putt's going to break to the right on hole number 2 from in front of the hole. It's closer to the tee, but it's been going left. So the first 3 players that have gone through have bogeyed hole number 2. Get my shadow out of the way as we watch, or not watching, but I'm going to give you an update on John Powell. So his ball's a little bit closer to the bricks on the left. He gets a good bounce. Second bounce, everybody's ending up below the hole about 6.5 or 7 feet. So that's going to be his chance for a deuce, but we're up on the tee now. So good luck to me. Good luck to John Wilder. Appreciate everybody watching. So John's going to go first. Good luck, buddy. And like I told you guys, I don't have too many expectations. And so we have my shadow's right there in his line. So John hits his putt down the lane. We watched Brian Johnson make it. That's going to miss on the left. He's going to get a good bounce. He does. Ooh, just misses the hole. Maybe he was trying to go for the back door. He hit that one a little bit hard. I am not. I am stiff. I am tired. It's been a long week. I've hardly hit any putts. But it's tournament time, baby. So here we go. Trying to aim on the right, get the ball on the right edge of the hole. That ball's not going to get there. That's short. That's short left. That wasn't a very good putt. That's a tap in 2 for me. Right. I'm gonna race down the hill and get this set up on hole number 2. It's Ted Detweiler and Chris Scuderi, the South Carolina. That's the best setup there. I already have my positions marked. You can see me climb all the way back up the hill. As John's getting ready to play his shot, he just didn't even wait for me to walk up. He sends his ball down the lane. It's going to the right of the hole. This is going to be very interesting. Okay, so he hits the opposite side, and you see, as you can see, all the balls end up funneling. Well, you haven't seen it yet, but all the balls are pretty much from everybody else in every group. The balls have been ending up in that spot, and every single player has missed that putt to the left or your right. So I'm going to update my scorecard. So we both got 2 on hole number 1. I'm not sure if John Powell made a 2 on this hole, but every other player, so Rainey, Tony, and Brian Johnson. John Wilder with an excellent deuce. So he's the first person that I've seen so far make a 2 on hole 2. I'm standing all the way up the top of this hill. Hopefully I can get a favorable bounce. My ball's a little bit close to the bricks on the left. I need to get a good bounce. Oh no. That's where you don't want to be. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely brutal. So you can see if you get lucky or unlucky, you get a great bounce, you can make a deuce. If you don't get a great bounce, if I'm on a downslope, and this putt is going to be sloping from left to right, so I'm going to take a couple extra seconds here, figure out what I want to do. But this is why we're letting the players, or we're having the players wait, because of this is going to happen to a lot of people today. This is going to come off the slope. It's going to be breaking to the right. I just really want to dive this ball around the hole and make it 3. Sit down, ball. I just tapped that. Look how far that ball's rolling out. I just touched it. Just touched it. I hadn't practiced that one at all this week, so there you go. And that's going to be a 4 for me. And that's a 4 for me. Oops, grab my towel. I was hoping I can just get around this course in 36 this morning, but I was only able to hit 1 ball on each hole, so that's a 4 for me. Unfortunately, 4 in that hole, 3s and 4s. So let me race past you here, John, and
you got a lot of
get set up. So I'm not going to beat myself up too much for that. Like I said, I've never been in that spot. I didn't realize I could literally just touch. So is that going to roll out? So he's going to come up short, about 6 inches short. He'll tap that in for his 2. Okay. So I'm playing the ball on the right side of the tee. I'm aiming outside the right of the hole. Hopefully I can hit it hard enough to get there. Is that ball going to turn back to the right? No, it did not. That wasn't too bad of a try. I hit that ball right on the line I wanted to. As I was telling you guys earlier, we were all practicing the 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. shots. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Course isn't quite doing. So I get to, as you can see here, I get to space my ball with the scorecard. And I just negotiate this little 18-inch putt for a 2. And I made my 2. Twos for both me and John on hole 3. Hole number 4. Second while I get this set up. Hole number 4. This putt is, if you can hit it straight, it's very pure. It's slightly up the hill, and there's 2 little mounds that guard the hole. That's not hard enough. Oh, is it going to track? Oh my goodness, that was absolutely dead perfect. What a great shot! Great shot, John. I didn't think it was going to be hard enough. But there you go. If you hit it right down the right line, it'll track in just like that. This is going to be a tough putt for me. I'm breathing, running down here, trying to do all this commentary and stuff. Like I said, it was just more about growing the community than my own personal results this time. Oh, that's pulled. That's a massive pull to the left. Wow. Actually, I actually pulled that ball. I actually pulled that probably about a ball. Thanks. I actually pulled that ball. I got the RNG luck that time. So that makes up a little bit for that 4 on hole number 2. So we both aced. Thanks. We both aced hole number 4. So that's a nice bounce back. But John's started out great so far. He's 1 under par through. So I have my cameras. I didn't pick my ball up out of the hole. I think I need that. So John's on hole number 5. That's gonna miss to the right. So this putt is you want to aim like on your side. It's going to be on the right edge, but from the players, it's on the left edge. There's really no danger at all around this hole. So I'm putting it 1 putter off the bricks on the left. I'm just going to be aiming at the left edge and just try to run it in. So I made a 4 in hole 2. I got 1 back there on hole 4. Is that going to hold? Boom. There we go. That's how you get 2 shots back. That's how you get 2 shots back. I get a little pep in my step. We're not playing hole number 6. Hole number 7. Hole number 6 is a pipe hole. It's ridiculous. So there's a little post here. That's the best I can do. And that's 2 aces in a row for me. Holes 4 and 5. So I'm back to even par. Hole number 7, I'm playing on the left side of the tee. Just trying to hit the bricks to the left of the hole. You're right. And hopefully it banks in. I'm not sure if that's hard enough. Come off the cup. Yes, there we go. That's how we get the shots. That's how we get the shots back. Let's go, team. Let's go. Thanks, John. So my playing partner that's cheering me. Well, that's very unfortunate. So 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Thanks, buddy. So that's 3 aces in a row for me. And self. We're flying. I wasn't sure if we're going to be holding the pace of play or not, but we are 2 holes ahead of the next group already, even doing this. So that's fantastic. Telling the audience here while we take a little breather that we're 2 2 holes ahead of the group behind. I was afraid I was going to be slowing groups down, but hey, we're being one of the first groups out. We can actually kind of just slow down and take our time. And here I am running around and trying to keep the pace of play and everything. And we're just one hole behind and keeping pace just great. And 3 aces in a row for me. This hole is also very makeable, so hopefully keep the streak alive. Unfortunately, the very tip of that shadow where that rock. Okay, so got a little chance to take a breather here. And John, how are you feeling this morning? And thanks, buddy. So John's doing great. We went to that Michelli's last night, and it's pretty much like everywhere else, just so they had margarita pizzas and whatnot out there, and it was just not. It was, touristy version of it. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so we're here on hole number 8, and so I'm about a little more than 2 putters off the left, kind of more in the center of the tee. I'm going to be aiming to the left of the hole. You're right, and I just don't want to hit this ball too far past the hole. Actually, I'm going to move about just a little bit more. Ball seemed to be breaking a little bit more on some of these shots. That's going to be a little bit short. Yeah, it's starting to. The sun's popping out, and the sun's popping out, and the carpet's starting to. That was right on line too. If I just would have hit that another foot. Okay, but 2s are good. That's a stress-free par, and I'm still 1 under par through 7 holes. So John's next. The same shot, but he's playing out to the right. That's actually back to the. Oh my! I didn't. Wow, that ball was actually curling back to the left. I'd never seen that before. I thought he missed that ball way low. What a great try! I thought it wasn't even going to be close. And maybe he has something, I don't know. Taps in for his 2. I thought you missed that ball way to the right of your target, and it just started to come back towards the hole. That was interesting. So he thought he had it. It looked like it was going to be good to the last 6 inches. Hole number 9. This is a very interesting hole. Very high percentage chance to make it. You just got to get the ball started on the right line. This one's tricky for the camera placement, so I'm glad we have a little bit of time here. It's really tricky for the camera placement, so give me just a second here while we figure this out. Okay, so there's the hole. There's some shadows out here in the morning. So apologize, but I took the metal rings out, so it's going to make some of the holes harder to see now. Hole locations right here. Very, very high percentage chance to make this. I'm starting on the left side of the tee, and I'm just going to tap it. And it's going to race down the slope, and hopefully it lines up. Line up, please. Just like that. There we go. Thanks, Tim. There we go. That's a good bounce back from a 4 on hole number 2. We are now 2 under par through 8 holes. So that ball hit the bounce. Is it going to come back off the back? And yes, it is. There we go. So there you go. There's a couple different ways you can make it. There's a little backstop behind the hole. And right down my score, we both made 2 on hole 8. And we both aced hole 9. So John is 3 under par through 8 holes. I am 2 under par through 8 holes. I think this is about as good of a start as, well, besides my 4 on hole 2, but this is about as good as par through holes. Well, great start. Keep it going. We've been paired a couple times, and I've always enjoyed your company, John. And yeah, we've played a few different times. So we're gonna. Here's Sean Powell over on hole number 11. See if we can kind of catch up to him without him noticing. So he sends the ball down the lane. It's gonna miss to the left. So here on hole number 10, here is, you can see a hole in the background, and then there's a hole here in the foreground. We're actually playing the hole here in the foreground. So this hole right here, this is a very delicate putt. As you can see, people making a mess out of this hole. You start the ball from the extreme right side of the tee as far as you can without your putter hitting the bricks. And I just want to skirt the edge of that corner of bricks there, and the ball's going to take a left-hand turn. Unbelievable. I completely missed. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to make a mess out of this hole. I completely missed the entire slope. I missed it by a good 4 or 5 inches. I've never putted from up here, so this is going to be a mess. Oh my God. There's no way for me to stop the ball around the hole now. Like all of my ball needed to do is go about right there, and it just takes this slope and it goes down towards the hole, and it's just a tap in. After all that good work to get myself back, I have no chance to stop this ball whatsoever. I have no chance. I've never been up here. So the 3 is, oh goodness. That's literally about as good as I can do. I get to space my ball off the rail. Try to make a 3. That was an unforced error, but I told Brian Johnson earlier in the tournament that was going to happen to people. It's a 3 for me. That drops me back to 1 under par for the tournament through round 1. The thing is, if you hit those bricks on the left, it's so scary. It's a very tight line. If you hit the bricks there on the left, then you're dead too. So I just missed my spot by just a couple of inches. Here you go. Here's a better shot. And that ball's going to take the slope. I just missed mine. And that is, there you go. That's exactly what you wanted to do. I missed the spot by literally like an inch or 2 to the right. Damn. And that's just a tap in too. And he stays at 3 under par for the tournament. That's such a bad bogey by me. After all that work and making 4 aces to get back to -2 and then just to bogey that hole. But I mean, that's what happens. It's just fractions. Yep, we got to cross out hole 6. So, yes, sir. So I got a 3 on hole number 10. A very terrible 3. You got to just hit the slope. I'm not going to be able to get one back on this hole, but maybe I can get one back on hole 12 or 13. All that good work gone. Let me get out of the way here. John sets up his shot. Sends the ball down the lane. Oh. He doesn't get to clear himself of any obstacles, so that hump that's in front of him, he has to stay there. But that's just he's playing great. I was playing great, and then just the tiniest little hiccup, and it all goes wrong. So he's going to try to figure out a way to make a 3. I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe it bounced off the brick. Okay, that's not a bad try at all. That wasn't a bad effort at all to try to get it at least somewhere close to the hole. That's part of the adaptation of miniature golf. Stepping for his 3. Okay, it's a good 3. He pulled his shot to the left. I'm just playing it safe and just trying to creep it down there and just get this ball close to the hole as I can. I'm not even trying to make this. We both hit 2 terrible putts. Oh goodness. I've never even hit this putt before. I have no idea what it does. Hopefully I can negotiate this one in for a 2. And I did. Woo! Just total guess. I hit it straight and hope it went in. That's a 2 for me. Unfortunately, a 3 for John.
I've come close to doing that.
We both hit probably 2 of the worst putts. That was awful. He said that was the first time. Right. So here's hole number 12. There's actually 2 holes on this one. One way over there as well. We're going to play this closer one. Yeah, what John did earlier there on hole 11, I actually did that in practice one time, and then I went away from that because that wasn't worth it. So it wasn't worth the risk. So I made a 2, he made a 3, and just like that, all of our good work is starting to get erased. I'm just hoping to get around this course in a 36 for a score. I'm 1 under par. John moves back to 2 under par. Here's a chance for us to kind of get one back, but we still have to be careful with this putt. Just lay it up there and make a 2. That's not hard enough. I didn't even lay it up very well at all either. This is terrible. That's a 2. Thanks. So he said good putt. A lot of sorts. So he's going to get his ball up the slope. Is it going to have enough pace? That's going to track. Okay, that one's going to try to creep down. That's a good layup. So I made a hole 2 on hole 12. 2 for John on hole 12. Heading on to hole 13.
Glad to be close after that ledge.
Yeah. Definitely. So he said he's glad to be close on that one. And me and him I think we're just trying to survive now. We had a great start and we couldn't keep it going. So we're just trying to hold on for dear life. This hole's makeable, but in my current hitting anything straight. I'm tired, running around, trying to do all this stuff. I may have had that little run there and that's kind of helped, but to make 4 aces in here in your first round, but to have 3 bogey strokes to erase all that good work. So let's see if I can just hit a good one down there and sit. Okay, so that wasn't too bad of a try. I actually rolled that ball over the spot I wanted to, but it just really started snapping hard to the left. All right, that's a good 2. Actually, I thought I had a really good shot there. But the ball really started taking off to the left. Oh no, that has no chance. He missed his spot bad to the left. Like I said, we're just holding on for dear life right now. Neither one of us really hitting the ball very well. So he's got a little bit longer putt. It's about 2 feet, 2.5 feet. Hole number 13. Oh, wow. Unfortunate. That's going to be a 3. Oh, that was unfortunate. So I've already got this planned out, how I'm going to do the cameras on every hole. Here is hole number 14. Appreciate it. Bissell Frank. I am currently 1 under par. Unfortunately, this has been going by so fast, I haven't had a chance to update the scores, but at the end of the round, I will. So I'm on hole 14 here at Gator Mike's. And this putt is about a 1 in 20 chance to make it. It's really unfortunate because it looks like it's such a great hole visually, but it just doesn't play very well. I'm just trying to miss the left lip of the hole, and then bring it in from the back. But it's a 1 in 20 shot. Oh, it just look at that ball roll out. I need to hit that just fractionally softer. That's what ends up happening because it's crowned around a hole. That's a 2 for me. 2s are good. I'm just holding on, white knuckling it. I'm holding on for dear life. So John's next. If anybody aces that hole, they're going to pick up a shot on the field. As like I said, it's about a 1 in 20 shot. Everybody's playing something differently. Everybody has the theory. Everybody has something, some way to. So he just missed the left lip like I tried to do, and that's what I'm talking about. Like his ball was in an even better spot with better speed, and it still missed out to the right or to the left. That's a good 2 for John. We're going to head right over here to hole number 15. Still 1 under par through 14 holes. Yep. 2s for me and John. We got 2s, or John got a 3 on hole 13. I got a 2 on hole 13. We both got 2s on hole 14. So John, we're both tied at 1 under par now, me and John Wilder for round number 1. Okay. Here's another hole that looks like it should be a great ace, but it's just not. Everybody's trying to play it through the front, but it just you're at the mercy of the bounce of the steps. So I'm actually just trying to bring it through the back, play more of the slope. I've only made this putt maybe 2 times ever in practice, either way, front door or the back, but I just want to get the ball and just lag the ball close to the hole. Not sure if that's going to be hard enough. Keep on tipping over there, and it's not. I just needed to hit that ball up the slope. That's the thing. I just need to hit that ball up the slope about another 3 or 4 inches, and it tracks right down towards the hole. That's a good 2 for me. There's really not too much danger unless you leave it woefully short, or if you really hammer it back off that hill, it can come back. So I would say that was probably a B- effort. So he's going to try at the front door shot, and here's where you're going to see what's going to happen. And it's going to come up, and that's exactly what ends up happening. Is there's a little bit of a crown right in front of the hole, and it's tracking, and just stops. That's a tap in from about 2 inches away. And we're heading on to hole number 16. I don't want to track any debris. So we go to hole number 16. I don't want to walk in the gravel and track any rocks onto the green. Hole number 16. So this is what we consider a layup shot. We're not even trying to go for the hole. Nobody in this field is trying to go for the hole, unless they're just absolutely insane. All I'm trying to do is just get the ball within about 2 feet of the hole and just try to make a 2. A 2 is a great score in this hole. Anywhere between basically here and there. Starting the ball from the extreme right side of the tee. This is where everybody tees up. The ball's going to break from my left to right. Let's put a good stroke on it like that. And and sit. That's exactly where I was talking about, just right in there. These putts are not easy because they wiggle and the hole's kind of crowned. That's a great 2 for me. It's always scary around that hole because these holes, they took the metal rings out of them, but they're crowned. And that's a signature flaw of the Harris Cup Corporation. When they cut the hole out and they pull the ground out, it creates a mound. So here's John Wilder's shot, and he's going to run it down the slope just like that. And he's going to pretty much end up just a little bit shy of my spot, but we have about the same length putt. Everybody, appreciate you watching. This is hole number 16. This is actually hole number 15 for us. Ooh, it just sneaks in the right side. Ooh, you can breathe a little easier now, because that was. Ooh. Yeah, that's exactly. As he just said, if the rim was there, if that little metal sleeve was in there, that was never going in. Hole number 17, which is hole number 16 for us, because we're going to be playing hole number 19. Gary Hester's over there in hole 15. See what he does. And it's going to break off to the right. The hole's dumb. Okay, so hole number 17, but like I said, it's hole number 16 because we didn't play hole number 6. So I'm going to be playing the ball through this side off of that rock and try to make it. But me and John, we're just trying to hold on to -1. I hit the ball and had a nice little streak to bring myself back under par after I made a 4 on hole 2. But I've just been holding on for dear life ever since then. That's way too hard. Slam in. Yeah, that was terrible. That was a terrible shot. I almost missed the rock and the hole and everything. I hit that. I hit that way too hard. I don't know what this putt does. That was a bad putt. Like I said, we're just hanging on for dear life. And there's an example of the crown around the hole. That ball was started really at the dead center of the hole. I didn't hit it hard enough, and it just snapped off. I fucking hate this shit. Excuse my language. That's a terrible 3. I made 2 terrible 3s on hole 10, and now hole 17. Unbelievable. So John's going to go the other side, and he's going to completely miss the rock, and he's going to have the same putt. Unbelievable. I crushed my shot. Oh, I'm so mad right now. And he lips his in for a 2. Nice 2. If I would start a dead center of the hole, and it just didn't hit hard enough. Oh my God! So he learned from my putt. I'm so mad. Whatever. I said I can't. I'm trying not to beat myself up. I'm ultra competitive, just like anybody else is out here. So I'm trying not to get too upset about things. I said if I can just get around this first round in a 36, and just get around every round in a 36, that I shouldn't be too upset about that. And the fact that I'm even at where I'm at now, considering I made a 4 on hole number 2. Thanks, Mr. Quiz. I made a 4 on hole number 2, and I also have 2 other bogey shots. So I'm even par. John's hanging on at 1 under par. This is hole number 18, but our 17th hole, because we actually have a 19th hole here at Gator Mike's. And he's running his ball up the slope. Oh, wow. It looked like it was a really good line. Just tap that in for his 2. That's a good 2. This hole runs right up the slope in the middle, and then you just don't know what's going to happen once it goes up the slope. It's pretty much like random. You just hope you get it on the right line, and somehow it tracks into the hole. Sorry about that. Take a little practice swing. Take a step back here and think about what I'm doing. And that's what I'm talking about. My ball just never went back to the left. And his ball barely missed the hole. Actually hit the spot that I wanted to hit pretty good. That's a good 2. 2 is a good score on that hole. Probably not going to make more than a 3, but 3's in play. Every hole around here is crowned. If Jay Clapper is on hole number 1 with Randy Reeves, he sends his ball down the lane. He's going to play a bank shot as well. He gets the right kick in. It's perfect. Going to play that big slope on the left, on your right side of your screen, our left. Just got to make sure you hit it hard enough. That's on a pretty good line. That's tracking. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. That's a hell of a finish. That's exactly what you want to do. Fantastic shot. Up 2's there. And so that brings him back to 2 under par for the round. I am at even. I get to follow that. That was a good shot. That was a great shot. My flaw on this hole has been under hitting it. Good kick. Oh, and it just died off the bricks. So I got a random bounce off the bricks. If any other bounces, it can go into the hole. Other bounces, it can shoot away from the hole. So I was happy if I would shoot a 36 in the first round, and that's exactly what I shot. Even par 36 for me. John, we're going to go inside and do all the scorecards. So there's Mr. Brian Johnson and Eric and Chris. And
all right, who's on the tee?
Bangoff. Ban or Bongoff. So this is going to come up there to the screen. It looks like he hasn't input any scores yet or updated this. He's supposed to be doing this after every group that comes in. So if I've got 10 minutes, I can probably just go ahead and motor through these scores and update the website for you guys. He's got a lot of stuff on his plate. So, all right, we're going to read off every score here. I'm at a 2 on hole number 19. Okay, we got 2-2 on hole 1, 2-4, 2-2, 1-1, 2-1, nothing on 6, 1-1, 2-2. Oh. Okay. So 2-1, 2-1, 2-2 on hole 8, 1-1 on 9, 2-3 on 10, 3-2 on 11. You made a 3 on 11?
Yes.
Okay, 3-2. Okay, 2-2 on hole 12, 3-2 on 13, 2-2 on 14, 2-2 15, 2-2 16, 2-3 17, 2-2 18, 1-2 19, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, so minus, yep, 16's on the front. And then you should have a 19 and 20 on the back. So that's a 35 and a 36. All right, so I misspoke. I thought John was 2 under par. I had put a score on hole number 7. Yeah, he said he would take that, but we always want to make sure everything's accurate and everything. So, like I said, we're supposed to be updating this. The course owner was on board with this. If I've got 10 minutes of time, if I can get those other scorecards, I'll motor through this real fast and get it at least up to my group with John Wilder while we have a 10-minute break.
Everybody's keeping cards until the second round.
so they're not turning up.
Okay, so everybody's keeping scorecards to the second round. I don't know why we're changing this. This was supposed to be something that we were on board with, and every group that came in, was supposed to come in here and check in and report. Thankfully, there's only 6 people on the course that we just got off, so I can just find those guys. And just got to completely defeats the purpose of doing the Bond Golf software. It's supposed to give you guys updates in real times and not every 2 hours. So I'm gonna try to fix that. Give me a second here. The stream's gonna go offline for a minute just to kind of give us a break, and then I'll be back for round 2.